My name is Adam Rucker. I'm with Team 404, Team Name Not Found. That's our general team name. We're here to talk about our Oak Ridge National Laboratories project for our capstone. This is Iteration 0 Showcase. Our general project is to make a web service API to use REST-based protocols to try and integrate with their already built code base to try and help with energy efficiency calculations and turn that so it's cloud-based. Dylan will take over and start talking about the user stories.
All right, I'm Dylan Bush. I'm off frame right now. We have covered and created a user story for each of our current spikes that we're doing, and we have made user stories for each of the bindings that are in the AMO Measurements Tool Suite GitHub that we'll be using to interact with our web service to allow us to get access to the C++ calculations that are also on their GitHub. We also have stories that are for the specified requirements that the client gave us, such as not storing the calculations returned anywhere, and documentation that lets us know what units of measurement are actually being used for these calculations. These user stories are adaptable and will probably change over time as the project progresses.
Hello, my name is Eric. Our current spikes that we're looking into currently are with service-oriented architecture so that we can start with development, using REST protocols to help integrate with the web service, and we're also looking at using the platform for CentOS. And that's basically it as far as major spikes are concerned.
Yeah, and I'm David Wallace, and I'm going to be discussing the framework that we decided to use, which is Spring Boot, and that's a product of Java EE, which is Java Enterprise, and that's widely used on the web. It's highly compatible with different browsers on different devices, and it's really interfaceable with the C++ code that we've been tasked to interface with. In addition to that, Spring Boot has pre-built plugins that we can use for security authentication, and it's compatible with REST protocol along with HTTPS protocol. And so that's why we chose Spring Boot. I'm going to turn it over to Elias.
I'm Elias, and I'm going to talk a little bit about our development environment setup. Currently, we're set up using VMware VMs on our individual machines for local development. Those VMs are running CentOS with all the required dependencies for the measured tool suite, the AMO tool suite. For build dependencies, meaning the make dependencies, the compilers for both C++ and the node. Additionally, we are in talks with Jared Jennings, looking to organize a remote CentOS box to help emulate the Red Hat Enterprise Linux box that we're tasked to deploy on. Now I'll turn it over to Adam for the conclusion.
Thank you for listening to Showcase 0 iteration summary. This is what we're currently working on and where we currently stand at the end of Iteration 0. We do expect things to change as Iteration 1 continues, but we feel well prepared for it. Thank you.